Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Kingdom Hearts. In the last episode, we joined Ariel here at her grotto before beginning our search for Atlantica's keyhole. With the help of the dolphin we met along the way, we were able to push on through the strong current of the ill-named calm depths to reach a new area of the sea, the Sunken Ship. Inside, we discovered the crystal trident, which matched the indentation in the wall of Ariel's grotto seen here. But we were quickly ambushed by Glut the shark. We took down that gnarly great white and raced back to Ariel's grotto to make use of the trident, only for Triton to show up and destroy it. He then chastised us for meddling in the affairs of his world as Ariel swam away to mope, leaving her vulnerable to the scheming sea witch, Ursula. This time, we'll be heading back to Triton's palace to try and stop Ariel from making a huge mistake, so let's just quickly make our way on over. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore these guys because they're really not all that important to what's going on.
I think the keyhole they seek is somewhere in the palace. Now, my dear, if you can take me there without your daddy knowing, I can help you get to these other worlds you long for.
Certainly scene heavy. Come on, darling Goofy.
The trident is mine at last, and I couldn't have done it without your help, my dear.
Ursula, no! I didn't want this!
Why not? Aren't you tired of following your dear daddy's orders? Oh, yes. We had a deal, didn't we? Time for a little journey to the dark world of the Heartless.
We cannot find the keyhole. The keyhole is not here.
What? Why, we have company. I'm afraid you're a little late, handsome.
Daddy!
The trident. We must get it back.
Come on, let's go! Wait. I'm going with you. My father is hurt and it's all my fault. I have to stop Ursula.
That's right. I'm right behind you, Ariel.
Well, that just brings Ariel back into our party, which, frankly, I'll take her over Goofy, given that she's better at fighting down here. Ursula draws her power from her cauldron. To defeat Ursula, you must strike her cauldron with magic. Well, thanks for the tip, Triton, although I'm not sure what you were doing away from your trident, since you had it in the last scene you were actually present for. Or when you were chastising us. Anyway, we'll just open that up just so that we can get our MP back. And we're gonna take off into the palace. The screwdivers are hitching a ride on a giant fish. This is the aqua tank. You can basically think of it a lot like the screwdivers version of the sheltering zone. They don't really do much. They are very resistant to thunder magic, taking only 10% damage from it, and actually charging up an attack of their own when being hit by it. They will charge up a beam of electricity to shoot at you, However, it takes a long time, and strangely enough, when they are charging that attack, they actually lose their resistance to thunder, so it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Like the screwdrivers, like the sheltering zones, they basically just drop a increased rate of the drops from the screwdrivers. One thing to note about their thunder-based attack is that they will be able to heal screwdrivers, because screwdrivers are immune to thunder-based attacks. But if they hit another aqua tank, they'll set them off, and it can be a big deal when dealing with multiple aqua tanks in one setting. As usual, I just like to focus down fire on them. Okay, so we know that we're gonna have to go to the Sunken Ship, because that is the only area that we haven't fully explored. And honestly, if I were Ursula, I'd probably put my lair near a ship graveyard. So let's just head on down over this way, take out this guy. Okay, not too bad. Let's just head on down through the shortcut we made to the Sunken Ship. And Glut should be patrolling, since we're back in this area for the first time. He is actually resistant to magic, so you gotta just focus on him with physical attacks, but shouldn't be that much of an issue, and I'm just gonna take him out so that we can get his guaranteed items. Not that difficult. And thank you for wasting your magic, Donald. He was already beaten. That's a thing with Donald's AI. He always seems to screw things up like that. I want to quickly go below deck just to check. Yep, as I figured, the white mushrooms actually do start spawning here, so I figure might as well take the time to see if we can get lucky with a stop command at least once. Okay, just one more. Come on. Okay, from getting 3 stops in a row on that guy, we get a stop arts and a bunch of magic. I would have liked a power gem, but we'll be getting more of those later, so I'm not going to worry about it. Anyway, now that we've taken care of that, we remembered seeing this before. Need some help? I'll show you how it's done. Alright, so, pushing that switch opened up the Den of Tides. Honestly, one of the most cool-looking areas that I believe is in this game, even if it is just a glorified hallway. We're going to take this right path to get to the Cavern Nook, which does have 2 shells here, a big one which will have a save point for us that we'll definitely want to open, and this one that'll have a Mega Ether. Okay, I'll just ignore that for now. I also recommend making use of that and being at least level 34 for what we have coming up, and having Fyra on Sora's shortcut menu. I also want to suggest putting some ethers on your party members, so let's take some out. I've got plenty of these just stowing away, And Donald needs some too. And Sora needs some as well, and I think I'll replace one of his potions with an elixir just to be safe. Okay, so now we'll take the left path. We'll probably have a bit more fighting to do. And we see Ursula's lair in the distance, the tidal abyss. Gonna have to fight our way through. I do recommend having as much MP as possible for this upcoming fight because it'll be very useful.
Your time has come!
The Sea Witch herself is ready to brawl, aided by her two hench-eels. This is Ursula, Flotsam, and Jetsam. The two eels are not a major concern. They will mainly just swipe at you, and they are mainly here so that you can recover your MP if you don't have any items. Ursula is the bigger concern. She is pretty much immune to magic, and will highly resist physical attacks. She will also raise up Flotsam and Jetsam if they're both knocked out, so try and keep only one of them knocked out. Ursula's main attacks are a Beyblade-esque spinning of tentacles as she darts around this narrowly enclosed space. She will also throw potions into her cauldron. When it's glowing red and she throws 3 potions into her cauldron, it'll erupt in a series of comets, and when it's glowing blue, it'll unleash a typhoon that does blizzard damage to you. In short, we are going to have to focus on attacking the cauldron like King Triton suggested. The best way to do that is to float just a bit above it and cast fire repeatedly until an explosion occurs. This will take out every single one of her... this will knock her out and her eels, so we can easily dispatch her, although we will not likely be able to take her out in one cycle, unless you're, like, super overpowered. And if her HP is low enough, she can be killed by the explosion.
Ah. You'll pay for this!
Let's go. We must get the trident back. Learn shared ability Mermaid Kick. To swim faster or against currents, equip this and press circle repeatedly. We will want to equip that, but before we do, let's see this little conch that I always figured was her bed when seeing the movie. If we examine it, it's all clogged up. Let's look for another way. Okay, well, let's quickly equip that shared ability, Mermaid Kick. As the little command said, pressing circle repeatedly will cause you to move super fast, and if you just press it and then hold, you will keep at that pace. You can also do it with square, despite what the game tells you. It is a pretty useful ability, although not very much. It will also have an effect in worlds where we aren't always swimming, such as in Traverse Town or in Deep Jungle. anywhere where there's water that we can swim in, it will make Sora's swimming animation faster there, and in the PS2 version, it can actually cause you to get on top of surfaces in the water if they are low enough in. However, this is only in the original version for the PS2 and the international version for the PS2, not in the final mix version. So, a bit of cheekiness, I guess, or I guess exploiting the weaknesses of the hardware. In any case, we want to quickly leave Ursula's lair. And come right back inside. Not sure why this wasn't just there when we were here before, but there's now a sea urchin on the clamshell here. If we hit it with fire, it will eventually explode. Thank you. And let's open this up to get us a mithril. Okay. Now, with that taken care of, I want to actually just quickly head on back to the Tavern Nook, just because it'll be a bit easier to... Well, not easier, but it's better in my opinion to just be near a save point than to fly on back. Hey, come on. This is why I hate search ghosts. Always so annoying. Alright. Now, I know this has been a bit of a shorter episode, but I don't want to do too much because despite how easy I made that battle look, it can be pretty difficult, and the one that we have remaining, if you recall the original movie of Little Mermaid, will not be much easier. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it takes up a majority of the episode next time. So I'm going to end things here. Next time, we'll give chase to Ursula and recover the trident. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.